Hello everyone, I am back. So I know I was supposed to upload a video in regards to the showcase of Gin Ichimaru. However, I will say that I have had a very rough time with Ken. From when I first got him, I was like, oh yeah, he's a really strong DPS, I really like him, but there's a couple things that kind of throw me off. So as the days passed, I started comparing him a lot with Aizen, which I feel like is first of all my mistake. Gin right now, like I was seeing numbers right with him, and I was like, wait, there's no way that Gin is B6 A5 with the weapon, and he's just not doing a lot of damage. So, my guild members were helping me out, and we went through the skills. We kind of read them because everything is kind of like based off impale scale, which is going to be based off his attack, and on top of that it's going to be also in regards to element damage. So after being shafted for the past 3 days with stamps and using many stamina, I finally got some good ones. So I got an element. I know defense and HP not the greatest, it could have been something else, but that is what I'm working with. I do have the increase 30% when it comes to equipped it to a full assist. It's going to gain another 10 extra for the what is it called, technique damage, which is really good. That's what you want on him. The second one, I'm using a crit damage. However, I got two pieces. I have a crit damage and also have a crit rate. I kind of shift them in between, to be honest, but obviously you want to have a crit rate because you want to get that 100% threshold of crit rate so you're able to do more damage. And plus, ultimate charger is really good. Attack is really good. It would have been better if it was element damage, but hey, I'll take attack, so that's fine. This one is a little bit conflicting. I don't know, like me and one of my guild members, actually a few of them, we have been going back and forth between like, oh, attack or thrust damage. I honestly don't know. I'll be 100% complete honest with you guys. The attack one seems to be doing pretty good damage, but I haven't gotten another, like I have this one, but it's not the greatest. I might take it to level 30 just so I can do some differences and see like if it's actually better, because if I'm going to compare them, I want them to both of them be on the equal level, not just have one like higher level, the other one lower, because it's not going to be a equal showcase, I guess you could say. But I do have an attack. Keep in mind, thrust damage might be better, but as of right now, attack is what we think it's better, allegedly. Let me just say that. So I know that my power level is 58.5 compared to Aizen, who's like 68, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna go into a crazy rant, and obviously this is gonna be what I'm gonna do with my Gin Ichimaru. I don't want to recommend to do what I'm doing, because at the end of the day I'm testing stuff, so I don't want you guys to waste your materials. But I know that if you look at his bond, right, it's going to say increase technique damage 32% during battle, and when element damage reaches 150, it's going to give you an extra 40, which is really good. So that means he's going to be doing damage of the element, which is like the I call it like a dot damage, so it's a DOT damage. However, if you're someone who B6 him, or you know, got lucky with like element rerolls on the bottom, and you manage to get to the 150 threshold, personally myself, what I'm going to do, I'm going to eventually replace this with an attack. And the main reason why I will be doing that is because his core stamp, let's see, where do I go? I go here, I go to gallery. I'm pretty sure there's another way, but to be honest, I'm kind of dumb when it comes to doing figuring out stuff. So if you go to max level, which I'm going to plan to do, hopefully I can get this by Saturday, because on Friday the update comes and you get to choose finally like the stamp that you want to have increased chance of getting. If you take this to a level 5, you will get technically like 40% element damage and 60 if there's a debuff. That's going to give you 100, so that's technically going to count for the element damage that I'm losing, the 80% from that one stamp, and then I'll be able to have attack on it. Obviously that's just me testing, but I will try that. If element is better, then obviously I will probably make a little a community post on my YouTube to let you guys know what I think it's better. But that is what I will be doing with my Gin. Now, one thing that I will say is his team. So when it comes to the team that I'm using for Gin Ichimaru, I have been using Aizen and also Kisuke. Ignore this. This is supposed to be Aizen. So this is the team that I am using. However, once Rengiku comes out, I will probably take out Kisuke. And the main reason why I will be doing that is because when there's another debuffer on the team actually doing debuffs to the enemy, Gin Ichimaru does a lot more damage, and the reason why that's going to come from that is because if you look at one of his passives, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's going to give you 60% extra damage to enemies affected by debuffs, and obviously Renkiku is going to be able to apply some type of debuffs, and she will also give her B2, which we're getting B6 free, by the way. Her second copy is going to give 20% of her own element damage to the team. So that was going to also help you build your Gin a lot easier. So do keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do some showcasing and show you guys the damage that he does. I had recorded some videos in regards to his copies, but I'll be honest with you guys. Number one, I didn't have the greatest stamps, so he was looking very, very mediocre. Number two, my files of the videos that I made got somehow corrupted and they actually didn't work. Like, I looked at the videos and it was just frozen for like recording for almost 40 minutes and there was nothing. So I'm sorry. I do like showcasing, you know, copies, but I can talk about them real quick actually. So the B1, basically what it's going to do is that's going to give you 3 technique points at the start of the battle. So you can actually, you don't have to build them up anymore. You just start with them. And every time you hit, it looks like after you use your ultimate, your Bankai, you will actually just get 3 more to use them, which is actually really good. His second one is pretty busted. So you will, after using technique points, let's see, 1, so it's going to be 3, 6. So after using 6 technique points, you're going to get 210 crit damage. So if you're someone who goes for B2 for him, you don't have to worry about building any crit damage on him because he's going to automatically get it from the B2. So you just have to focus on crit rate, element damage, and crit rate, and some ult charge in there is going to be really helpful. And then it's just going to make it a 2-second recovery, which is going to be faster for technique points. That's pretty good. Number 3 and 5 is just like basic technique, ultimate, and counter. So that's it, just as sad. Number 4 is going to give you 100% increase in damage by impel. So every time telling, so every time 10 dude, what am I saying? So every time 100 impel skills are applied to an enemy, it's going to trigger 1 dealing damage equal to 500 of Gin's attack. And then the 6th one, it just basically gives it kind of like a venom to his ultimate. And based on a 12-second radius time, the damage you do is just going to split into what, 40% of the total damage by Gin during the 12 seconds, and it's gonna, I guess you can say, like, explode if you want to think about it like that. So yes, enough yapping, let's go ahead and show you guys what Gin does. Now, Gin Ichimaru is gonna be based off impaling the enemy, which is gonna be doing a lot of damage. Think of it as dot damage on the set on the enemy. Now, I'm currently running him with Aizen and Kisuke, obviously, but once Renkiku comes out, I do plan on replacing Kisuke, just because the B2 gives a lot of crit damage, so that means that I really don't have to worry too much about that. And I prefer to use Aizen just because I have him more duped out compared to Kaname, but I really hope that they introduce some type of other support character in the game very soon, just because I'm tired of like moving Kisuke all the way around, and I was hoping kind of like a crit rate support character instead of crit damage. And when I was thinking about Mayuri, right, because he was leaked to be a support character, and for the strike team, I don't know, call me crazy, but I feel like he is a type of character that would fit more like a thrust team, because it's kind of like, he sounds like a debuffer, you know, he poisons, he does a bunch of crazy stuff, he's like a scientist, so like, it would make sense if you kind of throw him in this thrust team and kind of buffing your DPS character, and I guess also your, well, I don't know, because I mean, yeah, support, but he could be tactical as well, but I don't know, man. I'm just talking kind of nonsense. But back to Gin though. So ultimate's really strong. He gets a manual counter, I believe, from his gosh, is it from his weapon? I think it's his weapon or his B1, I kind of forgot already. But with that counter, it's kind of like a Kamehameha. In doing so, it's going to give you an extra technique point. So like, let's say if you're short by 1 technique point and you pop it, you will have 3 and you will be able to charge your attack. Nope, just like here, you get to see. And honestly, the rotations with Kisuke and Aizen aren't that bad. Obviously, it will get a lot better once we have a better tactic unit instead of Kaname. But for right now, I am just doing, I'm just working with what I got. Now, let me know if you guys have been enjoying Gin Ichimaru. I honestly have. Even though I was a little bit scared in the beginning because I felt like he just wasn't performing as well. But once I figure out how he works, he started dealing a lot more damage, and he's honestly becoming one of my favorite DPS characters. Very flashy, strong, and just enjoyable overall. That being said though, thank you guys for watching, and I'm sorry that I was late. Take care. I'll see you guys next time. Later.